want to give you a quick update. I'd recently traveled to Vietnam and I had my debit card locked out, frozen, disabled, whatever you want to call it. And it happened when I added it as a method of payment in a certain application. The most important part of this was not that the card was locked out, it was how I got it unlocked. And that has to do with the phone plan that I chose when I moved to Asia. Now, 3 years ago, I thought I prepared, well, I did prepare pretty well. I brought 3 credit cards, 3 debit cards. I had multiple ways to access my funds, transfer money. I used Wise to send money to a local account here that I opened up in the Philippines. And I was pretty squared away. Everything was going well. Now, after 3 years without really having a problem, I don't want to say I'd become complacent, but I had become comfortable. When I went to Vietnam, I brought only my Charles Schwab debit card. I brought my Apple credit card. And of course, they do accept Apple Pay, touchless pay with your phone in Vietnam. They don't accept that in the Philippines. So I got to Vietnam, got to the airport, took some cash out, not a problem. A few days later, I wanted to take a Grab. Because GCash isn't accepted in Vietnam, it's a Philippines only thing, I linked my Charles Schwab debit card to Grab. It said it linked, it said it went all right. It wouldn't allow me to bill it to my Charles Schwab card, so I had to select cash as the payment method. It was after that that I went to the ATM and they did approve and authorize, my ATM withdrawal, so I had cash. Now here is the most important part. As I'm driving to my destination, I get a phone call, and it is Charles Schwab Fraud Department. They wanted to know if I had attempted to use my debit card with Grab. I said, yes, I did. Then they wanted to know if I was the one that made the ATM transaction that they approved. I said, yes, I did. The robot said, thank you very much for clearing this up. Your card is now good so that you can continue to use it. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Now, here's the important part. I've had so many people tell me it's a waste of money to maintain that American cell phone account. Use Google, use whatever, all these VOIP options. Everybody has a different option to use for their cell phone. Now that's great if you're somewhere where you have Wi-Fi connection. I'm in Vietnam in a Grab driving out of the city, and I get a phone call on my telephone. It's the T-Mobile Magenta 55 plan. Cost me $65 a month, and I don't know what it costs now if you were to do it now because I've had it for over 3 years. But every time I step into a new country, I get 5 gigabytes of data each month for free, high-speed data, and the phone calls, I think, are 25 cents a minute. The bottom line was this phone call cost me $1.41 or $1.71, something like that. But because it was a normal cell plan that worked internationally all over the world, I was able to receive that phone call. If I'd have been using any other type of phone, or a phone plan that required internet access, my debit card would have been locked out. I would have been really hustling trying to figure out how to get cash. So maybe I could have taken my Apple credit card to a bank and gotten some cash. I don't know. But the cash I had on me would have had to last my entire trip. Maintaining my T-Mobile account was an intentional decision I made just in case something like this happened. I knew that I wouldn't be able to trust having internet access with me 24/7 if a bank wanted to call and verify something. This paid off, and I will tell you this, if you can't afford $65 or $70 a month when you leave the United States or Canada, wherever you're at, you probably shouldn't leave. This is such a small part of the budget, especially when you consider moving to Asia and you don't have the vehicle insurance, the vehicle registrations, all the property tax. You don't have all of these other expenses that you have in the United States. This is one that's worth its weight in gold, in my opinion. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it useful. By the way, if you want to support the channel, check out the Second Act Warriors coffee mug. This thing is primo. You can go to the merch page on the website. Links in the description. Any support is welcome. Also, please like and share the video if you think this is valuable. Iced latte. And until next time, remember, better thinking does equal a better life. Joey out.